What up, everybody? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. This channel talk about zines and DIY publishing. And I just made my way back from the comic book shop. For any of you guys that don't know, I live in the mountains, hence my comic strip that's in the latest issue of Feral Comics called Flatlander, which is in the latest issue of Feral Comics. If you're interested, the link will be in the show notes. But today, I finally made my way out there. I live an hour and 30 minutes away from my local comic book shop. So that's a 3-hour drive plus the time I spend in there. It's like an all-day event. I go there once a month. But what did I get? The Last Ronin Lost Years, a continuation of the story that Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird did. Eastman is in here. Then we got the Frank Miller Presents #1 for the Ronin Book 2. Had to snatch that up. And then randomly I picked this up, which is on DC. Wildcats #1. Grifters on there. Some of the things I wanted to talk about was, I'm surprised DC hasn't done Wildcats sooner. Grifter entered the DC universe a lot sooner than just about all the other Wildcats, Grifter and Voodoo. And I think it's because Grifter was probably a better title for Wildstorm Productions, the Jim Lee company. I remember buying the complete first run and second run. And then I bought the first run when it was on DC, which they relaunched for the quadruple time. But I thought, why not just flip through them real quick to see, what's in here, what it looks like. I haven't bought a comic book from DC in a long time, so I'm kind of like wondering what it's going to look like. They had different covers, but obviously I got the one that had Grifter on the front. I like this paper quality. Gozella. Grifter, looking a little different than normal. This art definitely doesn't speak to me, but this panel's pretty rough. I don't know what that is for the story, but I'm digging that. The way they drew this character, that's funny. I can see without doubt why I'm not a big fan of DC. This art's just flat, man. It's so flat. It's so house style. Hopefully the storyline is good, because if not, and at my comic book shop, they asked me like, you want this on your list? Nah, I was like, nah, let me just get this one, and then I'll see if I like it or not. I'm surprised that we haven't seen Maul. That's obviously Voodoo. This is what I want to see, them crossing over. There goes Green Arrow. Well, I'm definitely interested, right? Court of Owls. That's so strange. I can't wait to see what this story is, but just from first glance, I don't think this is going to make the pull list. This, of course, absolutely is already on the pull list. I liked The Last Ronin. I prefer the magazine size. Hold on, let me go pull one of them out. I've been meaning to do an episode on this series, but I definitely dug the magazine style. So if you can see the difference, it just made for better panel layouts. What do you have the whole collection for if you don't pull it out when you want to? So I know this one has some sequences in here that definitely utilize the extra space way better. And I like the way they used Eastman's art as a flashback motif, which just helps with the storytelling. Going back to that thing of using visual cues to let the readers know. Right, so like, I don't know, I just dug this stuff. But yeah, so this is a continuation of the Last Ronin saga. I don't fully know what to expect. It's Eastman and Waltz, which they're predominantly the writers for the IDW series. But the IDW Turtles, I've tried reading it, but I didn't enjoy it. But I'm digging the Last Ronin had more teeth to it, and definitely was aligned with the original Ninja Turtle saga. And just this first page, you already see they're continuing So that's weird because I thought this was a prequel, but just looking at it already, you can tell that it's actually taking place after, spoilers for anyone that hasn't read The Last Ronin, but after Mike's death. There goes some Kevin Eastman art. And I think that's also the thing that really pulls me to this series is like just seeing Eastman's art is always fun for me. And the way this works is there's lessons here in Mike's book that he left to Shadow, which is Casey's daughter. And so she's learning from this and she's teaching these new turtles. And so it's basically these lessons, how he learned them, what he learned from them, and then the lesson that comes into her. I like that. Look, that's a really good Michelangelo callback to the movies. Just a little bit that I've already read is just, it's already beast mode. Shiner, it's all beat up. Family, that underlying subtext, going back to that concept of the subtext of stories. The Turtles is always about family, honor, legacy, and protecting of it. You see how this comic, it just has motion, it has grit. There's already things that popped out to me in the story. Although Kevin Eastman Studios has and I follow Kevin Eastman. I do buy things from his studio from time to time. So this one is on my pull list. And this is the only other one that's on my pull list. Frank Miller's Ronin Book 2. This is issue 1. Issue 2 should have been out. But for whatever reason, my shop didn't have it. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I got my dates messed up or what. You can already tell this book is chunky. I didn't even look to see how much I paid for it. I like this paper quality because it's not glossy, but it's definitely not matte either. Created, written, and layouts by Frank Miller. Art by Philip Tan and Daniel Enriquez. I don't know if Frank should have said that he did the layouts for this because these layouts are not... almost all of this just looks like pinups. Like, think about that. That's been 4 double page splashes. Five double page splashes. I like this though. That's clever. And I'm pretty sure they did this in photo, but I see things like that and it makes me think like that's kind of stuff that I should be trying to play with the Zipatone that I got. Something like that would be tight to do. This is number 6, a 6 double page splash. 7 double page splashes. 8 double page splashes. 9 double page splashes. 10 double page splashes. 11 double page splashes. Now you're getting into something. I like that. I like that use of the darkness. He's in the mouth, stabbing. And this is the kind of stuff that you always know you're gonna get with Frank Miller, right? This monologue: bad child, stupid child, you little needle, does not sting. Its paltry pricks do not wound, just as your mother's breathless, sweaty pleas cannot deny from us our shared and sacred destiny. That's the beast talking to the child, and in his mind he hears his mother: "Be brave, darling. Be smart. Be bold. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the enemy." I like that. I mean, I like the art. Definitely, the artists working on this are doing pretty good. And once again, this is just me flipping through it real quick. Just got home from the shop, so me just flipping through it. But obviously, the way Frank Miller usually writes, it has a cadence and there's a rhythm to it. And a lot of times the art reflects that rhythm. So I'm hoping that this is in tangent with that. But yeah, look, so then number 2 should have been out January 18th. My shop didn't have it though. So I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe because I live out in the mountains and the boonies, that one comic book shop hasn't gotten the delivery yet. But hopefully they get it soon. So that's it, man. I'll probably read these tonight, especially Ronin book 2. I'm really excited to read some new Frank Miller stuff. So probably be reading that in a little bit and reviewing it tomorrow. Give you guys my thoughts. The Ronin last year, I feel like if I'm going to talk about this one, I should probably go ahead and do a full video on all the last Ronins. So that way the whole community is up to speed before we jump into that one. But, you know, it's time for me to treat myself to some reading. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Lates.